Hey there, all you other mages in the multiverse. This is the Green Mage coming at you with a daily magic thought, and today I have been thinking about the topic of planeswalking. For those who may not be aware or understand the lore, a planeswalker is a person who can walk from plane to plane, say a plane like Theros to a plane like Ravnica, or a plane like Kaladesh over to a plane like Amonkhet. But it's people who can walk through the blind eternities, which is the stuff that separates the planes. They can walk through the blind eternities and come out the other side. But I'm curious as to how this actually works, and I blame my grandpa for this. If we would watch a movie and they would do a stunt or some sort of trick, he would always point out the science of it and the physics behind it, and always try to understand and debunk it. And I don't want to debunk planeswalking, but I am curious because I think there are some holes here I'd love to have filled in. For example, is planeswalking like teleportation? Do you know where you're going to end up when you planeswalk from one plane to another? For example, if you're planeswalking from the Azorius chapter of Ravnica and you need to get to the Akum chapter of Zendikar, do you simply shimmer into existence on Akum, or do you land somewhere in Zendikar and have to travel to Akum? I really don't know. That also lends me to the question of, if I'm in the Azorius chapter of Ravnica and I need to get over to the Selesnya or Rakdos portion, can I simply planeswalk from one part of the plane to another part of the plane? Or is that too much like teleportation? Is planeswalking different from teleportation? I'm also very interested to know how planeswalking works. Do you shimmer out of existence on one plane and shimmer into existence on another? Or does a portal open behind you and you simply walk through to the other plane of existence? We have seen both of these in the lore. For example, when Dovin Baan is fighting Chandra in the midst of the heart of Kirin, we notice that he breaks a pipe and de-arms her and then shimmers out of existence onto another plane. They don't know where he went. So that's an example of him shimmering out of existence in one plane and probably shimmering into another on another plane. But then, in a story between Garruk and Jace, after Jace had fixed Garruk with a Hedron to stay away the curse that Liliana put on him, we noticed that Jace had left and another planeswalker from wherever the Cold Snap region is from appeared to threaten Garruk. And Garruk, as he was planeswalking away, noticed the portal opening up behind him, the mountains and snow opening up behind him, and before he could planeswalk away, Garruk chopped his head off for threatening him. So how does planeswalking work? How do they get from one place to another? And another question, why don't you simply planeswalk back to your home after you leave? I don't understand. I don't know if it's that they can't hone that skill until they're older, or they simply don't know, or they think nothing's left for them, like Chandra when she ignited in the arena and thought her parents were dead. I'm not entirely sure. However, that's what I've been thinking about today. What do you think about planeswalking? How does it work? Do you think that they can teleport from one portion of a plane to another portion? Do they shimmer out of existence? Is there a portal? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want to call into the show, I will listen to it. If it's appropriate, I will play it on air and interact with you that way. If you would like to tweet at me your thoughts, you can do so. I'm at thegreenmage14 on Twitter. I love to tweet back and forth at you. And if you're on the Anchor app and have a few minutes, go listen to 10 Minutes of Magic with Ben Bateman. He does a nice show there talking about magic for 10 minutes. He does all different sorts of games and trivia. It's really good to check out. And if you'd be so kind as to share this link to this segment or share this YouTube video, like, comment, or subscribe, I'd be ever so grateful. I have a few listeners and followers, and I'd like to have a few more. But until tomorrow, I'm the Green Mage, and that's been your Daily Magic Thought.